Good afternoon, everybody. Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. Before we jump into today's episode, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Bitme's for sponsoring today's episode. I wanted to show you guys really quick before we dive into the technical analysis. One of the cool things about being able to have your own digital diamonds is the fact that you can wear it on your Apple Watch. So check this out, guys. So guys, check this out here on my Apple Watch. I actually was able to download my Bitme to my watch, and you can actually have this displayed on your Apple Watch as you walk around. It's pretty cool. You can see the top and all different sides of the design itself. So I think this is probably one of the coolest features of actually being able to collect this. So I definitely recommend checking them out. First link in the description. You can also see all the purities and things like that on the watch itself, which is another cool feature. So see, I have this loaded up and you can actually see the type of diamond that you have, the number, as well as the price that it's currently worth. So I think it's really cool that you can display all these. You can see how that ranks, the percentage growth, the color scale, the crown, all the important pretty much, facts all on your Apple Watch. So I think it's a great display. What's going on, YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. As you guys can see in the title, we're going to continue discussing the important update that's going on within XRP as well as Bitcoin. We know that XRP is seeing some very interesting trends, potentially hitting a bottom support, and we're going to try to figure out exactly where this could potentially move off to in the near future. We're also going to be looking at Bitcoin for comparison because I know a ton of you guys invested into DueDEX, and I want to continue off explaining my position as well as discuss the other cryptocurrencies like Litecoin as well as Ethereum that you guys are interested in as well. Otherwise, we will be looking at, pretty much like I said, following off with the XRP analysis. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Remember, we do a giveaway for a free $25 of Bitcoin every single Friday. All you have to do to enter is make sure you're subscribed and comment hashtag CryptoTV down below in the comments. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So before we get into the technical analysis, I wanted to discuss with you guys, once again, just a quick recap of Bitme's. As you guys can see, this pretty much explains what Bitme's is. They're a luxury digital collectible. They're tradable, unique, and smart, and they offer a ton of different features, as well as if you're losing money in the market, like we're seeing some people do, this is pretty much a more liquid, easier, relaxed way of investing, which you can actually profit off of and make quite a bit of money. So check them out, the first link in the description. Otherwise, moving into the discussion. So we left off yesterday discussing whether or not we were going to be breaking bullish or bearish from the interesting fractal that was forming, that we saw the major support and resistances all over XRP and Bitcoin. So I want to continue off that. Now I know a lot of you guys are XRP hodlers, so I want to discuss with you what exactly my opinion is based on where we could be seeing XRP going in the next couple of days. You'll notice a couple of interesting trends. So we did have this previous uptrend right here. We're looking at this on the 4-hour. And you can see we then started to have some sort of bear trends. We had some descending triangle right here. Some people are considering this to be more of a fractal, like they were drawing a trend line like here and extending this out. I don't really see it as much. I mean, if we had this over here, maybe so, but we ended up breaking bearish from that. So I consider it more so to be a descending fractal, and or a descending triangle. And you'll notice when we extend our reach outwards and we look at the daily, you'll notice that we're in a much bigger descending triangle compared to where we are looking in the short term. So looking at things in the massive scale of things, you have to consider a couple of things. When you check this out, we are trading fairly flatlined. You can see we're at the bottom of what appears to be a big descending triangle. Obviously, XRP has been lower. You can see the small uptrend here back in 2017. We have set lower lows. Obviously, the lowest we can go to is 16 cents, which I know a lot of people are waiting to buy in if we hit that low. And there's a very big chance we could go that low. We have to consider a couple of things. On the short-term scale, we are looking to probably consolidate, if not retest this downtrend. But on the long-term scale, we're probably going to be retracing once again. We're making short money, we're making quick money here. We're not looking for the long-term investment right now on the channel. But what I'm anticipating is some sort of retestment back of this uptrend right here. So we could easily see the coin once again reverse back up to 27 cents. We're currently at 23, so it would be a very small gap and then potentially a lower low to the 16-cent area. So in regards to investing long term, I'd say wait it out because there's a good chance we're going to be heading back down to around 16 cents. There's a very good chance we could head back down to 20 cents as well as pretty much hang out where we are right now. In regards to the short term, maybe ending in January of 2020, we could be seeing more momentum, more trends like this, and then eventually a swing to the upside, even maybe a little higher to 30 cents, but we're really not going to see any major blast off in the near future. I could see a very short-term play to 27, but nothing crazy big. Maybe towards the end of 2020, could we see a potential rally to the upside because we have been in a major descending, pattern. So maybe at the end of this, which you can see right here, this major descending triangle, then we could see that pop. Once we get to the lowest lows, which would be all the way down here, then we could extend outwards and get that momentum that we really need. But in regards to a short-term outlook, I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Obviously, if Bitcoin does decide to break bullish, we will see that reversal back upwards. This would be inevitably about a 31% gain, which is about average, which is where I'm thinking Bitcoin is going to blast off to as well. So we could see this reversal happen very soon. It really depends on what Bitcoin is going to do. But for right now, we've pretty much collapsed below the downtrend. We're not necessarily hugging it as much. So there's a good chance we're going to trend sideways, test this sideways, or see a little reversal, a little spike upwards, and then potentially pop up, retest the downtrend, and then collapse further. So I just want to kind of foreshadow what could potentially be happening. Now, to take your focus onto Bitcoin, which is pretty much the best thing I'm saying right now in regards to what is happening in the market, this is what you guys have to pay attention to. So there's obviously a ton of things to discuss with you guys. Obviously, we've been tracking major descending fractals on the coin. This one tended to break bearish, which was interesting. Now understand, we weren't necessarily going to buy in right that second. We actually did. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just made a mistake, but we were going to be buying in the second we stopped. Once we saw the reversal, we waited. I did buy in at around $7,800 after the break to the downside because I did have this extended. I wasn't sure as to whether it would be like this right here, which you can see easily continues the pattern, and we can leave it like that. But the second we saw the reversal downwards, we accidentally, or I did buy in at 7,800 on DueDEX. It auto closed and then we bought lower. So my positions were lowered, and by the time the video was out, you guys were already seeing the lowest of the prices. So if you guys ended up buying in, you did buy in at a fairly good price, if that makes sense. Basically, I was going to buy in. I did buy in before the video was published, and we ended up falling lower. It auto shorted it on DueDEX, and then I bought in even lower, so it basically helped my position. But you can see it made sense. I did discuss in the video prior that there was a really good chance, or there was a very small chance we could be retesting what appeared to be a major symmetrical triangle forming. Whether or not it was going to hold was definitely a difficult one, but we did manage to break bearish. We broke bearish, we fell, and we actually tested the uptrend, which honestly I think is even better play than the previous ones, in the fact that we did test the bottom support right here. This does give us a better sign as to this could be the major breakout to the upside we've been waiting for and dying to see. And this could come literally within the next couple of weeks, if not in the beginning of December, which as we know is less than pretty much around a week away. So with that being said, I did buy in, and I do want to discuss with you where my position is. So you can see right now on DueDEX, I do have a position opened. I'm currently in $1,259, so $1,259 at an entry price of $73.80, $7,380. The price right now is $72.82, so we're about $100 off. This is about a negative return on investment of about 13%. But if things do trend sideways and we do manage to go up to $9,000, $10,000, I would be seeing about a 200 to 300% gain on my investment on such a small gain. That would accumulate about $2,000 or $2,000, which is a fairly big bit of money. So for those of you who bought down in this region are doing fairly well, and you should be anticipating potentially another bull run to the upside. So I'm pretty hyped that that did happen. I'm hyped that we caught the bull run. We sold off, or I accidentally shorted, or it cleared it, and then I bought down lower, and now I'm anticipating a run. So any prices even around here do look good, honestly. The fact that we just bottomed off on the uptrend right here, obviously if we knew we were going to be seeing the bottom retestment happen, we would have been buying at $6,600, $6,700, but that didn't happen. So we receded back up to the high-low MMA. We're trending sideways. So there's a good chance we're going to see consolidation right now, and we're probably going to fill in the gap in between the symmetrical triangle right here. But the second we see some sort of consolidation, I am anticipating a big play to easily $10,000. So I'm keeping a very conservative approach right now. I did buy in. I don't think we're going to go much lower, and I don't think it really matters whether you bought at 73, 75, or 6,800. It's so small and minute compared to if we blast off to $10, $12, $15,000. I don't think it's going to matter that much. But the consolidation hit. We were oversold on the 4-hour. We're oversold on the daily. The descending triangle was here. The downtrend was here. We finally hit the bottom, and there's a good chance we're probably going to fill in the rest of this massive symmetrical triangle. You know, I've had this drawn on the charts for months, and it's about time we finally come back down to complete it. So there's a chance we could see about, let's see how many days this is. A day range of less than a month, maybe a little less than a month. So 4 weeks, they're saying right here. There could be a little bit less, but we'll see how it plays out, whether or not we're going to be breaking bullish to the upside. That's pretty much my gamble. You know, I'm in on, you know, I'm in on Bitcoin. Whether you relay this over to XRP, I do think it's going to continue to play out the same pattern. There's a good chance we're going to consolidate, and when we see Bitcoin break bullish out of this, XRP is also going to shoot up as well. And otherwise, that pretty much wraps up what I have to say. I feel like a lot of people were getting very nervous because we immediately fell. Now, this wasn't necessarily a bad thing. We didn't buy the coin at $8,100. We didn't buy the coin at $9,700. We bought the coin at $7,300 on DueDEX. I'm in at $7,380, and that's fairly low on Bitcoin. $7,380 is about right here. It's literally where the price is hanging out. So we're very, very, very good in regards to buy in, and pretty much anything above that will equate to profit. So I don't think we did that bad. And I wasn't investing on here to see a return on my investment in 24 hours. I was expecting to see more money or accumulate the money over a couple of weeks. This isn't a quick and immediate, you know, profit. We're going to wait a couple of days, if not weeks, before we decide to sell off the coin, and then we'll cash out and make profit. But that was my buy-in opportunity. We're going to watch the market happen, and we'll profit as time comes. Otherwise, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.